Hello crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. What I have for you today is another craft fair idea. I am not the first one to make kid craft packs, but I wanted to show you how I made mine. It took me several days to figure out exactly how to package these and to get everything where you could see them, so you could see all the items in it and where they wouldn't move around, and that's really important to me. I want these to stick together until Christmas, until they're given to the recipients, and so it took me a little while to figure out how to do it. And so I've done all the work for you. If you want to make these, then you will already know all the dimensions and how to put them together. So anyway, I have got I've got an assembly line style going on here. My desk is a disaster. I've got this tiny space here to work, so I hope that we can do this. All right, so this is what my kid craft pack looks like. It has a wooden Christmas ornament, crayons, a Christmas pin. It also has a paintbrush, and I'll show you why in just a minute. It has a notepad here. This is a Christmas coloring book. I've got a sticker sheet and a piece of paper, because you can build your, if it's a snowman or a penguin, you can build it on your piece of paper. There's a Dear Santa letter in there, and an envelope that is addressed. I will also show you that. And I've got a little tag attached here, so you can do a to and from there. And this is what's inside. People want to know what's inside. Even though they can see it, they want to know everything in there. And so I created a label to show what is inside this pack, and just a little foam sticker decoration. And if you flip it over, you can see that there is a color, or a paint with water color sheet here, and behind here is also an activity sheet. And so I thought it would look good if there was something on both sides, so I did it that way. So anyway, I made different colored toppers. I'll show you how to measure those, and so I guess we can get into it. Let's get started. All right. Last year I made smaller packs, and I wanted to make bigger ones this time that were a lot more fun than the ones I did last year, but I totally sold out of my kid craft packs I did last year. It was basically just a put together DIY ornament, and that was it. That was all that's in it. I sold them, I think, for $2, and I sold every one of them but one. So anyway, I used two different paper collections. This one here is from a paper collection I got at Hobby Lobby last year. I had a few left in this paper pack, and I was like, well, I think this will be perfect for this project. And so I was able to use all of them, which was nice because I hate to waste paper. And I also used this Country Christmas paper pack, and that's where the Santa one came from. And so I used some from there. This is also from Hobby Lobby from last year. I think this is one that they carry year after year, but I had these left over. So this is a good way to use up your paper packs. Oh, these are 8.5 by 11, by the way. I'm going to be using this one for this tutorial. And all right, so first of all, be mindful of your directional paper if you have it, and I'll show you quickly how to do that. So this one isn't really directional, but I do want these. They look like stringed pom-poms or lights, so I did want them to go that way. And so what I have been doing is using my mat here that's got the measurements on it, and I will just line it up where it starts at the very beginning of the 1 inch, and then I will just fold it up until it's at 3.5. That way I don't have to score it. I could just use my measurements here, and it's so much easier and faster. Now, the Dear Santa letter I'm using, I got these at Hobby Lobby, and I actually made copies because I didn't have enough. This is what I got at Hobby Lobby. I got these on clearance. And I just took one and copied it. It does not look as pretty as the original, but I didn't have enough for all of my craft packs that I wanted to make, and so I just made copies. It's the paper and the cardstock is the same width, and so this part is kind of crucial. So instead of, I'm going to put some washi tape here. And if I put the washi tape on first, it's going to be more difficult to get this sheet in. So I'm going to put this sheet in first. And then I'm going to put the washi over top. And that works so much better. I had to learn the hard way on that one. And so I'm just going to use some gold washi tape because it's got some gold in the paper. I used all kinds of different colors. I'll show you guys a few of those. The different colors that I used here in just a minute. So I'm just going to measure it where it's just a little bit out on each side. And make sure your Santa letter is in there. I don't know if you can still get these Santa letters at Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you could. I don't know if they have the exact same ones, but I'd say it's probably something that you can get. Alright, so I'm not going to put it at the top. I'm just going to come down a little bit just because I like the way that looks. And if I can get it straight, smooth that down very well and hold it tight, flip it over. I do want these to stay together, and sometimes washi tape doesn't always hold for very long, so I'm going to put a little bit of my runner tape there and just smooth it down. I didn't go all the way across with my washi because it will be covered with the activity and paint sheet. So if you want to go all the way, you can, but I don't think it's necessary. Unless you wanted to put all of your sheets in here and then you wanted the back to look pretty, then I would suggest doing the washi all the way across. Okay, so assembly. Let's move on with that. So next, I took copy paper and I cut it in half long ways. So I cut the 11-inch side in half. And so the copy paper, I cut it at 5.5. And so then I'm just going to choose one of these sticker sheets here. You can see all of these different sticker designs. And I am going to go over all of my products at the end, and I'll also put links in the description, so if you see these items and you want to put them in your kid craft packs, they will have links. I will have links for you for that. Okay, so I'm just trying to, I like to make my kid craft packs colorful, and so I like to do lots of different colors instead of making it matchy. So I'm going to do a little blue here, and I'm going to put this on the left side. Make sure it's down in there good. I'm going to line that up on the left. And then here's the envelope for the Dear Santa letter I made. I used a stamp that I have for this stamp. I thought it looked kind of official, and used some green ink. And then I made these labels on Avery.com. I bought the labels at Walmart. I'll show you what those look like. Right here, they're just address labels. And you just put them in your printer, if you have a printer. And you can create the label on Avery. It's so easy. I would encourage you to try. And so there's the envelope. I'm going to put this one on the right side. And then I will take, I have a whole collection here of coloring books. This was a really nice pack of coloring books. I really was pleased with how these looked. So just going to choose one that might look good. There's lots of red here. There's blue. I think I might throw in a green one there. I like this one, green one. And I'm going to put this one on the right side. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to place the 3 items that I'm putting on the front. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is use my tape runner, and I already know where I want these to be. So I'm just going to put a little tape there. I'm putting a cross of tape in the middle to hold those crayons because they're a little heavier. And one on the right. And I've already tested it. Everything comes off just fine. So when the kids get these and they pull them off, it doesn't come pull everything apart. So I got a pack of these wooden tree ornaments, and these can be colored with crayons. So I also tested that because I wanted to include a way for kids to be able to color their ornaments, and the crayons work perfectly. It did come with this jute twine, and once I ran out of the jute twine, I just used my candy cane colored twine. And so I have two different hanger colors there. So I'm just going to press this tree down. I'm putting at an angle a little bit just to make it look cute. Like that. Make sure it's stuck really good. Now I also have prepared these little packs that have the crayon and the pen and the paintbrush. I ordered these crayons on Amazon, and the pen and the paintbrushes I got at Walmart, but I'll go over all that later. I don't want to bore the people who don't want to stick around for that information. So anyway, I just used these. I used these for Dog Treat Favors one year, but these are 2 by 10 inch self-seal bags, and I put those in there. Press that down really well. I did go ahead and cut out some snowflakes in red, gold, and silver. And that's what I'm going to embellish the crayon pack with. So I'm just going to put a little tape there. And put my snowflake. I just have a lever punch for these snowflakes. And I love that lever punch because I use these snowflakes embellishments for so many things. It's a really affordable way to make embellishments, is with a lever punch shape. Okay. Now, I also got these, this little pack of notebooks. This is all I have left. I was getting to the end, and I thought, well, I better make this tutorial before I run out of supplies. So I'm just gonna pick a color that looks good. We'll just use pink since it's contrasting there. All right, so that's that. Now I need to pick out an activity sheet. And the book I got has so many really nice activity sheets. And I just cut them out with my finger cutter. It's like an X-Acto knife, but it's on your finger. And I just cut all the sheets out, and it was so easy. But this book that I got with these activity sheets is really nice. It's got a lot of really fun activities in there. And then I also bought a book of these paint with water pages, and I just tore them all out so it would make assembling my packs easier. And so I'm just going to choose one of those, and I'm going to turn it over, put it on the back, so that when I put it in my bag, it'll be on that side. All right, for my clear bags, I did not go cheap on these bags. I bought cheap clear bags, and they tore. Every time I tried to put something in them, they tore. So I went on clearbags.com. This is not sponsored. I'm just trying to help, because I couldn't use a cheap bag for this project. So anyway, these clear bags measure 9 7/16 by 13 and a quarter. I'll give you all that later. So I'm just going to hold all this together. And I've got the long side here and the short side back here, so that it'll open in the back. And I'm just going to slide this in there all the way to the top. Then I'm going to flip it. Now I'm going to take off this strip, and I'm just going to fold it where this short part ends. I don't want to go too far up because I need to leave enough room at the top for my topper. Because I'm planning to hang these, I needed enough room at the top to put a hole so that I could hang these on my pegboard display. Alright, so I'm just going to fold that right there. And then just shake it down. Alright, we're almost there. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hit the camera there. Alright, so I already pre-cut some of these toppers. I think I'm going to use, I don't know if I want to use red or gold. I did have silver too, but I used all of those. I don't know. I think I used red the most because it just looks nice. But the gold matches the washi tape, so I'm going to use gold on this one. I was able to get 2 toppers out of 1 sheet of this foil cardstock that's 8.5 by 11. Wanted to show you how to cut that if you're interested. At the end of the video, I'll show how I cut these toppers out. So I did score them in half. This one I didn't score very well, so I'm going to get another one. Alright. Smooth it out there. I'm going to place my topper up there. Make sure it's lined up on both sides. I'll be using my mini attacher, which I absolutely love. This is so much better than a stapler because the staples are smaller and the backs of them aren't sharp. They just, it's better. But we're also going to cover these staples, so you won't be able to see them on the front, but the back is still going to be exposed. So I'm going to come in about this far. I want to leave enough space so I can cover it with this, the label. And then I'm going to do it on this side, leave enough room to cover it with my sticker. I'm going to use my horizontal hole punch and just do that right in the center there. Okay, see that? This is really good for those hooks that you put in your pegboard. You just slide them right in there. I like it better than the hole, just putting a hole there. But anyway, okay. So I also used my Avery labels to create a what's inside label. So I was able to use those labels for both, which was nice. And I just put those in my printer and created the label on Avery.com. I don't know if you can see that or not. If anyone's interested in a tutorial on how to create these free labels or labels for free on Avery, let me know and I can do that. I can try to make a video to help you with that. It's so simple. It really is. Trust me, if I can do it, anybody can. All right, so this is going to cover up that staple. Oh, I got that a little crooked, of course. And on the other side, I have this bag of stickers, tree stickers. Let's see which color looks best. Okay, I'm going to use the dark green. Okay. Just put that on there. All right, so the last thing we have left is to hang a to and from tag. And I also bought these in a pack on Amazon. I'll list those for you guys. This is all I have left. So I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do the green one. There were so many designs in this package of tags. These are really cute for kid things. So I'm just gonna take some twine and I'm gonna feed it through. Do that little loopy thing like that. I'm just going to put one piece through the hole and then kind of see where I want it to hang and figure out where to put the knot so it'll hang in the right place. Just going to do a little knot like that. Trim it off. Uh-oh, kind of did that a little bit crooked there. All right, there we go. All right, that's it. That is it. Those are so cute, I think. I wanted to add more things in here, but I just realized that the more I add, the more it's going to add to the cost, and just don't know how much people are going to want to pay for these. But I will tell you that I started making kid craft packs because the shoppers at craft fairs would ask, do you have any activities for kids to do, so that when they come over for Christmas, they like to have things for the kids to do. And so that's why I started making these, and I thought this is going to be a lot of fun for kids. Now I do have to charge a little more, but I will say that when I did the math, I have under $2 in this whole pack, which is really good. But it did take me a while to figure out how to package it, and I had to buy a lot of items, and I had to, you know, spend a lot of time making these labels and figuring out how to get it all together. And so I'm probably going to charge either $7 or $8 for these. And I think kids will buy these for themselves too. So not just for adults. I think the kids would like to buy these. So I always like to have something that appeals to children. Alright, so that is the finished project. Now I'm going to go over some details here. First, I want to show you how I cut my topper, for those of you who might be interested in knowing how to do that. I'm just going to show you real quick. And my desk is so jam-packed full. I barely have room to move. Okay, so I'm going to take the long side and I'm going to measure that at 9.5. So on the 11-inch side, we're going to make it 9.5. So then you have a scrap there. But you can use these scraps to use your lever punch and cut out your embellishments so you don't waste this paper. Alright, so then I'm just going to turn it this way. And I'm going to cut out 2 3-inch strips. Okay. Just 3 inches. There's another one, 3 inches. Okay. So now I'm going to use, see you have another scrap there you could use for embellishments. I'm going to do these at 1.5. I'm going to score these at 1.5. And that will give you your topper. If you use the size bags that I use, then that's going to be the correct size. And so you just fold it and voila, you got your back topper. So easy. All right, so there is that. Let's see, what else did I want to show you? Okay, so here are all the measurements for this project. The clear bags are 9 7/16 by 3 1/4, and I got this from clearbags.com. I will put that in the description. The copy paper, I just cut it long ways in half at 5.5, so that made two sheets out of one piece of paper. The tall bags that I used for crayons, they are 2 by 10. The crayons that I bought, I got these from Amazon, and there's so many crayons in here. It was a really, really good deal. So I will link those for you guys in the description. Also, the back topper measures 9.5 by 3, and then you score it in half at 1.5. And I think that is all. I feel like I'm forgetting something, so if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I love helping, and I'm so thankful that you stopped by to watch today, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.